I wouldn't have won my case had I not been studying Don Kilam private member files on his online private school.
Don Kilam's book, Stayed the Truth, helped free a lot of my people from the system. You hear me? Gave us knowledge, gave us power. I just want to say, Don Kilam, your books really helped my people out. We learned how to beat child support and even get some money back from the courts. Masters in Bonds by Don Kilam showed me how to go after the court bonds and get paid from court every time. When I tell you Don Kilam and his private school got me over $100,000 back in tax credits, child, I ain't lying. With Don Kilam's help, I got over $1 million back in tax credits for my business. The truth, they be helping free our people, for real.
Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. How's everybody feeling today? I got to check in with the people. Y'all see the views. This is that private life. Be sure to text private life to 702-200-4900. Text private life to 702-200-4900. Y'all see the views. Y'all see the views. Yeah. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. We live in that penthouse life. Y'all can see the rooms from my. This is the spot right here. Y'all see the views. That's how I'm living. Everywhere I go, that's how I'm living. Doesn't matter what city I touch down in. I'm living like this. I appreciate everybody showing us love here. We got a very important private meeting today and tomorrow and the rest of the week, but right here in the heart of LA. Peace and love. I'm about to get ready for the meeting, actually. But how's everybody feeling? Let me know where you're tapped in and tuned in at. Text private life to 702-200-4900. I want to go over some information. Some great information that I'm going over today. Hand happy, but I'm happy. You feel me? Pocket full of moolah. We got Detroit in the building. He said he got an office in downtown Santa Ana. That's what's up. That is what's up. Congratulations. Let me see if I can close out all this stuff. I'm gonna capture this moment with everybody. I did get my medical marijuana. I got medical marijuana license in Florida, but I also got one in Cali. I got approved yesterday, and there's no limit. All right, there we go.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, I don't like how the camera look. So, everybody, what I'm working on for A lot of people don't understand securitization. Securitization. Your whole life has been securitized. And that's what a lot of people is not realizing, not understanding. Let me put y'all over there. Y'all get the background view. LA life. Yeah, y'all see the city. Y'all see the city behind? So, I learned this from a few different people. But when you're winning in court, if you want to win in court, you have to claim the bonds. You have to claim the bonds. So when you go into the courtroom and you're arrested, there's bonds. They arrest you and then they fill out something called a bid bond. I'm not a licensed attorney in Texas, but I do this for educational and informational purposes only. They fill out something called a bid bond, all right? A bid bond. The United States District Court, they use standard forms, GSA standard forms, 273, standard form 274, and standard form 275. These are standard forms with the GSA. That's what's used with the United States District Court. And there's another set of bonds. So the bid bonds is going to be standard form 24. The performance bond or the appearance bond is going to be standard form 25. And then the payment bond is standard form 25A. And these are all put out by the GSA, General Service Administration. So what are they doing with these bonds? They're going into courtrooms, but they're suing you for a debt collection. All courts are civil. They're contracts and agreements. All court has to be bonded. That's why they give you a bond. If you're a public figure, you have to be bonded. If you have a car in the public, you need insurance because that belongs to the public sector of the private. Y'all can't tell me what to do and talk and say. I'll keep you up my life. I'm alive. You can't catch up, then rewind it and watch it later, or join the motherfucking school. Text Private Life to 702-200-4900. You want me to slow down what the fuck I'm saying to help your slow motherfucking ass? Book a consult, pussy. That's all I'm saying, man. Let me get back to fucking class. God damn, I'm bringing you. I come to the public trying to give y'all game, information. Y'all try to tell me how the fuck I'm supposed to give the information to you slow motherfuckers. Figure it out. Get lost. Call your motherfucking mom and daddy if you got some motherfucking questions. They're supposed to slow down and give you this information. That's why you ain't getting ahead in motherfucking life. Slow ass motherfucking families out here. You uninformed motherfucking slow ass families. Simple as that. Catch the fuck up. Shit, I hate when y'all fucking fuck up my train of thought. This shit's crazy. That's why I don't even come to the public to fuck with you motherfuckers. I'd rather be in a private, counting all my motherfucking money by my goddamn self. Instead of trying to help you motherfuckers catch the fuck up, because y'all slow. It don't take no time to spend the motherfucking cake. Shit, shut the fuck up, take notes. You can't catch up. Then talk to your motherfucking maker. Ask your maker why you're a slow dumbass. Then make sure you get all your classes on the first fucking floor. And the motherfucking slow bus come pick you motherfuckers up, that little short bus. Shit. Now, so what they're doing with these bonds, they're suing you for a debt collection. If you look at these bonds, every one of these bonds, the bid bonds, the performance bonds, the payment bonds, they all have penal sums attached to it. The penal sums, if you don't pay the debt, you go into default judgment. Simple as that. One second, Chuck. Alright. Peace and love, peace and love. So you're going to default judgment if you don't pay these penal sums. So this was going on in the courtroom. Everybody that's sitting in prison, if they want to know what's going on, if you go in and argue jurisdiction, refuse to answer questions that the judge or the court addresses to you, they will find you in contempt of court and they will put you in jail. What they do is arrest you, then they hold you basically until the suit has been completed. Once they get default judgment on you because of your failure to pay the debt, they put you in prison. The attorneys are there to create a smoke screen. So what attorneys have been trained to do is lead you into dishonor or default judgment. Then the court puts you in the prison, then they sell your default judgments. Who do they sell it to? Believe it or not, the U.S. District Court buys all of these state court judgments. There are about 300 reinsurance companies that they buy these bonds. They're all insurance companies. These are the people that are buying these bonds when you win in a default judgment, and they cannot buy these bonds unless they are certified by the Secretary of the Treasury. They have regulations governing these bonds. There are 2,000 regulations governing these bonds. Commercial paper, negotiable instruments, anything you put your signature on is a negotiable instrument under the Uniform Commercial Code, which is the Lex Mercantilium. It's mercantile civil law. The reason why they use this in the courtrooms is because every one of you are merchants at law. And merchants at law is anyone who holds themselves out to be an expert because you use commercial paper on a daily basis, whether it's Federal Reserve notes, promissory notes, mortgage agreements, utility bills. These commercial instruments, this commercial paper you are using daily, such as a Federal Reserve note. This is also why they are not telling you what is really going on in the courtroom. You're presumed to know this stuff because you hold yourself out to be an expert by using commercial paper every day. So every time you put your signature on a piece of paper, you are creating a negotiable instrument. Some are non-negotiable and some are negotiable. Every time you endorse something, you are acting as an accommodation party or an accommodation maker under UCC 3-419. An accommodation party is anyone who loans their signature to another party. And that's what's going on in commerce today. You loan your sign of nature, your signature. So read UCC 3-419. UCC 3-419. It tells you what an accommodation maker is and what an accommodation party is. When you loan your signature to them, they can then rewrite your signature on any document that they want. And that's exactly what they're doing. What the federal courts are doing is they are buying up these state court default judgments called criminal cases to cover up what they're doing. Actually, they are civil cases. If you read the clerk's praxis, you will find that they call what they call criminals all civil. They just call it criminal to cover up what they're doing. If you don't pay the debt, you go to prison, bottom line. And I've been there before, so I'm speaking from experience. So everybody is feeding off the prison system. All the major corporations are feeding off this prison system. Then we have the REIT, R-E-I-T, the Real Estate Investment Trust, the PZN, which is the Prison Trust. Prisoners are considered real estate. They own all the real estate because they hold the bonds on them. You haven't redeemed your bonds, so they didn't close your account. If you're a prisoner, you have to redeem these bonds. So what truly goes on, a contractor comes in or any corporation could come in and tender a bid bond to the U.S. District Court, and they buy up these court judgments. And anytime you issue a bid bond, there has to be a reinsurer. So they get a reinsurance company to come in and act as surety for the bid bond. Then they bring in something called a parents bond. All these bonds, bids, payments, and performances are all surety bonds, and sometimes you issue a bid bond, it has to have a surety guaranteeing or reassuring the bid bond via issuing a performance bond. Then they get an underwriter that would be either an investment broker or an investment banker, and they come in and underwrite the performance bond, which is reassuring the bid bond. So what does the underwriter do with the performance bond? The underwriter takes the three bonds and pulls them and creates what is known as a mortgage-backed security. When you pull these MBSs, they are called bonds, and they are sold to a company called TBA, which is the Bond Market Association. This is an actual corporation. These converted bonds, now MBSs, are investment securities and being sold on an international level. CCA is one of the tickers on the New York Stock Exchange. Correctional centers, so CCA. That's who contracts with all the federal prisons. Let me get you the correct name for that. I just want y'all to have the correct name. That's all. Correction Corporations of America. The letter CCA stand for Corrections Corporation America. They make money by convincing federal, state, and local officials to put people in CCA for profit prisons instead of publicly run prisons. And they lock up 81,000 people every day. And this comes from the ACLU, which is a civil rights organization. So Corrections Corporations of America are the prisons that make profit off of you. They're the I can't make this up. Can't make this up at all. Let me go back to my notes. Sorry, I had to move the phone. Y'all see the views though. Y'all see how your boy Don Kilam living, man. Y'all see how the boy living. It's your boy Don Kilam, also known as Malik Kilam, and as always, prosperity is your divine birthright. Get with it or get lost. So, CCA is making the most money in prisons. And they're on the stock exchange. So all these bonds get converted into stocks. So remember, everything is commercial. All crimes are commercial under 27 CFR 7211. And if you understand that carefully, kidnapping, robbery, extortion, murder, etc. are all commercial crimes. Thus, you are funding the whole system because you go into default judgment when you went into court and failed to redeem the bond. If you fail to redeem or create the bond yourself, you're going to prison. This is why people don't win in court, because they don't redeem the bond. You are the principle upon which all money circulates, but you don't want to start arguing with that but the court. They are drafting you for performance. So anytime the court asks you to do something, they are drafting you for performance. And if you don't perform, you go into dishonor by non-acceptance. They are making a formal presentment under UCC 3-501 so they can charge you. And they use the word charge. They use the same commercial word on your indictment, information, and complaint. They use the word charge. The following charges. Be as gentle as a dove and wise as a servant. You can't act like an insurgent or belligerent. If you do, they will treat you like one. They'll beat you up. So what you do is settle the account. Go to full settlement and closure. You're running the account. You're the fiduciary trustee over the account. Tell them what to do. You're the principal and the owner of the account. Tell them what to do. Tell them you want the full settlement and closure of the account. You have to do this from the get-go. So in order to win in court, you have to redeem the bonds. Start with what is called a conditional acceptance. With the conditional acceptance, you can say, I'm more than happy to give you my name if you can show that charging papers have been put into the court record. I have not seen any papers that show any charges exist. That's a negative avertment. What you are doing is rebuting the presumption that you have charges against you. They work off presumptions. They don't have to have anything. You must rebut the presumptions. So you must rebut their statements. An unrebuted affidavit stands as judgment in commerce. So ask for the bid bond. I ask for full settlement and closure of the account. It's your money that they create, and the same thing is going on in the banks with these bonds. They monetize these bonds. Then ask for legal counsel. The reason why you have to have an attorney and cannot emphasize this strongly is because the attorney, while in the courtroom, is they are working on the public side. And you are working on the private side. The court cannot talk to you except through your attorney. You need a mouthpiece or microphone. That's what attorneys are, a mouthpiece. Everyone on the public side is insolvent and bankrupt. You are not. This situation is called a fictional law. They will not allow you to defeat this fiction of law. Why? Because in admiralty maritime law, everything is colorable, has the appearance of being real, but is not real. They will appoint legal counsel for you. You then instruct the attorney that you're doing a letter of rogatory or letter of advice. This is called an acceptance for honor, and you want an accounting of what the total amount of the bill is and post-settlement and closure of this account. Then you give your CUSIP number and your case number. And it's just simple as that. Y'all gotta learn the game. Y'all gotta learn the bond game. So I'm gonna give you these bonds again. You definitely want to follow a foreign affidavit, a foreign birth certificate with tax form W8BEN. W8BEN, making you foreign. And then you want to make sure that you do file the right form. So there is I just learned from one of my business partners, put on a stock power form. All right. And then go after the bonds. You're going to want to fill out these bonds. Go to the school, text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Again, text Private Life to 702-200-4900 to join the school, or go to skool.com/DONKILAM. School.com/Don Kilam. SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. To learn how to fill out these bonds, you want Standard Form 275, Standard Form 274, Standard Form 273, Standard Form 28, Standard Form 25, Standard Form 25A, Standard Form 24, Standard Form 1418, 1416, 1414, and Standard Form 30, and Standard Form 28, along with the optional Forms 90 and 91 to release the levy and liens on your person. The name's a business. You have to make the name a business, and because your name is the surety, and you attach the flesh when you say you're the name. So now they're placing a lien on your flesh, and when you don't pay, they can take you to jail. And I hope that makes sense. Drop me a fire emoji, 100, something. Let me know if that made sense for everybody. He said, I ripped through them joints. We live in that life, man. This is that private life. We got some 100s. We got some fire emojis. Got lots of fire emojis. Everybody saying it makes sense. Tap in and tune in. All right? Tap in and tune in with your boy, Don Kilam. Text Private Life to 702-200-4900. I'm bringing this information for everyone. Hey, get the game now while you can, man. We still in the private, but we're bringing that public. We're bringing the information to the public for y'all. But y'all gotta understand, workman's worthy of their hire. You have to invest in yourself to learn the game. Tap in and tune in with your boy, Don Kilam. Text Private Life 702-200-4900. We here for you all day, every day. The school, 24/7. You tap in and get all this information. Ebooks. Make sure to get my new book too, United States of Pimpin' by Don Kilam. Much peace and love. And remember, prosperity is your divine birthright. Peace.
All of Don Kilam's books are indeed truthful books for we, the people of the Republic.
It's time to unlock the secrets of the Matrix and become a power piece in commerce with Don Kilam. He teaches you the truth about the tricks and traps of society, starting with the lies of separate races. As there is only one race, the human race. When you say you are black or white, this gives up rights dealing with your nationality, giving up your constitutional and state rights. Every state is a country, therefore your nationality. Example, if you live in Texas, you are a Texan. The same goes with Alaskans. They live in Alaska, and Hawaiians live in Hawaii. New Yorkers are from New York. Hope it makes sense. Learn how to get your rights back and how to declare a nationality, and always remember that prosperity is your true birthright. Click the link in our bio and join our private school with Don Kilam today.